So these are the states which contributes to mutton production. You see, similar to population, the Andhra and Telangana, they contributes maximum. Here, Rajasthan, although it was in fourth position, here it exceeds Tamil Nadu. So it means it is not a means for revenue purpose it is a good sign, but for other purpose it is not a good sign. It means there is more slaughter than production. Then what will happen in the next decades? In the next decades, the sheep population in Rajasthan will gradually decline and decline. So we need to increase the sheep population and also contribute to the mutton production of the country. Then now you see the scope of this, how much we are actually exporting, how much we are importing. Import is very less, definitely, but there is very large scope for export market. And at present, we are exporting quite good amount of meat from both sheep and goat. And in that regard, there is ample scope because we are still deficit in meeting the animal protein requirement of our human being population. You see, here the requirement is 30 gram meat per day. But presently we are getting only 10.95 kg. So this is a calculation. We are actually receiving, the ICR recommended has 30. We are receiving nearly around 10-12 gram per meat per day per head. So in that regards, there is a deficit nearly 50%. So we have to increase. So by 2050, our meat should increase to 18 million metric tons so that it can meet our recommendations. So in that regards, you see although there is increase in meat production, the main lacuna is you see the carcass weight table. Here between sheep and goat, you see the comparison. I have actually here 15, 16. There is no increase actually thereafter also in 2022-23. The same, it remains 13 kg for sheep and goat it is 10 kg. So if the carcass weight is this much, it means we are slaughtering them at an early age. Any animal, suppose its mature weight is 35 kg, then its carcass weight will be nearly 50%, so 17 kg. But in that case, we are getting 13 kg here, we are getting 10 kg here. So that is, it means we are slaughtering the animals at an early age or slaughtering in a lower body weight. So that much extra body weight we can gain. And if you means many people will agree, those who have joined in this course, they will be agree that the most of the animals just after you can say weaning 3 months, 4 months, they are being sold into the market. So yeah, at 4 months of age, hardly they will be 12 kg. So a 12 kg animal, if it will be slaughtered, it will give 6 kg. A adult animal, if it will be slaughtered, it will give 20 kg. So average is coming like this. If you increase this, means stop this early slaughtering, then what will happen? Then it will increase from 12 kg, instead of 12 kg, if we rear them to 20 kg, then the lamb, they can give, instead of 6, they can give 10, 12 kg. So double the meat you can get. And the requirement, what it demands, that we can achieve with existing population. There is no need to increase the population, because increasing the population we cannot increase because we don't have land, we don't have space, we don't have, and we have to compete with every available resources. So if you go in increasing the population, there demands more resources. So you cannot go on increasing. Rather, we can go on increasing the production. So that production will be, instead of slaughtering at 10-12 kg. If you slaughter them at 25 kg, then automatically we are increasing, doubling the meat output. So that is one approach of whoever will go for this business, they can think of. Now, to give you an idea how to increase the population or how to increase the output, here you see, generally we get one crop in 1 year, but very easily we can get 3 crops. The reason being that the pregnancy is five months, so you add 3 months your winning age, or you can say the nourishing up by the mother for the kids or lambs. So 8 months, so 8 into 3. So in 2 years we can very easily get 3 crops. So 3 crops mean immediately you are getting 1.5 times production. Now you think of twinnings, increasing the twinnings. In many goat also, there is not all are giving twins and triplets, excepting the lines which are particularly Bengal, Odisha, the Black Bengal, then here Barbary. Some twinnings and triplets are there, but not all, like Siroi. They don't give more twins. Marwadi, they don't give more twins. Similarly, in case of sheep, there is very, very less twinning and triplets. But there are certain germplasm like Gerald, whose germplasm is exploited by merino sheep, Australia, and they developed twinning and triplets there. And here in India also, CSW, they come up with one germplasm, that is Abhisan, which gives also twins and triplets. So in that regards, if we think of 50% twinning and 50% singlet, then in that again we can go for 1.7 times production. Then the next approach is, as I told, instead of 10 kg, we can achieve 20 kg. So their way, again we can go for 2 times. So if you take into account all these, then there is a scope of 5.1 times increase in present production state. This is not theoretical. This is actually we have proven at CSW Abhiganagar. But in field conditions, suppose there is you can give a relaxation, say 60% of this or 70% of the. If you give 60% of this, still we are having a scope of achieving 3 times the present production. So huge opportunities there. Only thing, we have to follow a scientific modules to rear the animals. And this is one example. Suppose somebody is having 5 hectares area of land, then how he can rear how many sheep, and how he can maintain a flock for market purpose, flock for breeding purpose, flock for this is a, you can say, a commercial model. So where total 160 sheep, 90 lambs and kids, 60 ewes, 10 rams and bucks. So they will be given grazing, not whole day grazing, restricted grazing. So based on restricted grazing, a 5 hectares area of land can suffice to rear these 160 sheep and goats. These are some of the calculation I have given, how much grazing we should allow them. And by allowing grazing, it actually adds to the quality of the meat. That is another advantage we can foresee when we are going for. It is not only stall fed production system. We should follow a semi-intensive production system. So in semi-intensive production system, if you are having 5 hectares of land, you can very well rear 160 sheep with very and you can earn all these benefits. Economic lamb rearing for mutton production, quality mutton where designer fatty acids you can get, possibility of manipulating mutton quality with agronomic practices, because you have land, you can go for agronomic practices where you can grow such plants which will give you more of this designer fatty acids or designer meat. Possibility of producing organic meat, you can make it organic by rearing all grains, including all feed ingredients, in those 5 hectares area and putting into the meat production and meat and wool production, milk production. So your meat, milk, wool, all will be branded as organic. Then production of breeding ram and ewes. This is again another area to increase whole farm productivity. So commercial small ruminant rearing, definitely it is a reality. And in the first slides, as I showed, here also these are the output: meat, milk, wool, fiber, manure, and skin. So invariably you can say that the sheep and goat, a 5-star animal. 5-star means it is means it relates to these 5 output, and also the rearers, they are not poor. They can feel to increase their income to live like 5-star. So there is every possibility. So our focus should be, there are 4 options in stall feeding protocol: semi-intensive, intensive, complete stall feeding, or strategic feeding with an eye on whole farm productivity or market demand. Here, suppose somebody is developing a farm to give only lambs and kids. Like in poultry, you are giving chicks. Similarly, here you give lambs and kids, and somebody will be there who will rear them for the strategic complete stall feeding, or somebody will go for strategic feeding. Suppose Eid is coming, so they require 1-year animal and having good color pattern and etc. So that in that way he can strategize his feeding, need not to fatten the animals in the first 6 months. There is 1-year time is there. So during 1-year time, what should be the weight the Eid people they are demanding? So based on that, suppose a 50 kg live animal is the requirement, then you rear them to achieve 50 kg, starting from 3 kg birth weight. So here there are 2 aspects, as I told. One is you can go for a maximizing flock or a multiplier flock. It is not that only we will go for multiplier, only we will go for maximize. This can be merged. So these are the sheep breeds, these are the goat breeds, which will meet to go for maximizing flock, because these are heavy breeds. Muzaffarnagari, Patanbadi, Malpura, Marwadi, Nellore, these are all heavy breeds, and which having the adult weight can go beyond 40 kg, and even they can reach 80 kg. And another sheep breeds I will show you later, which is going beyond 100 kg. Then the multiplier flock, as I told, Geral, Kendrapada, these are our native breeds. Then the strain which developed by CS Dolari, that is Abhisan and Nari Subarna. So they have developed certain multiplier flock which gives actually twinning and triplets. So there we can go for maximizing the population. Then similarly, goat breeds here: Jamunapari, Jakrana, Sirohi, Vital, Boyer, Asnadi, Malbari, Mehsana. These are heavy breeds. Here these are smaller, but they give twinning triplets, even quadruplets: Black Bengal, Barwadi, Asnadi, Kanning Ardu, Jalwa, Pitaji. So in these 2 focus, one is how to maximize, taking into these breeds into consideration, or we can introduce the gene in this type of breeds, so that same breed can give you multiple fetus, as well as they can give maximum weight. So that way the Abhisan, Nadi Subarna, it has come up. Abhisan is a very good breed which is equally competent to Malpura. Then now this is you need to focus this photograph very keenly. Here actually I gave example. Suppose birth weight is 3 kg, and in case of goat it is 2.5 kg. Then what should be the weight at weaning? What should be weight at 6 months? What should be weight at 9 months? Or weight at 1 year, and mature weight? So based on that, our planning should be that if animals are not achieving these these weights, then definitely there is some either they are not genetically sound to achieve that weight. So we need not to feed them excess, and or we are not feeding them to the to optimum, so that they are not achieving those body weights. So the focus is here, whether we are rearing it for breeding, or if it is for breeding, definitely in sheep and goat breeds, the weight is whatever the birth weight, then nearly 8 to 10 times the sexual maturity weight they should achieve, then only we will go for breeding. So that achievement we need to get in 1 year of age. That is measure. So in 1 year of age, if we can get that, then that is for breeding. So here the time period is 9 months, and we have to achieve only 22 to 25 kg for in case of sheep, and in case of goat we will achieve only 16 to 20 kg. So 16 to 20, achieving 16 to 20 kg weight in 1 year time is a big time. So need not to fatten them during this 3 to 6 months period. At weaning, it is definitely depends on mothers. So whatever mother will give, this weight we should achieve. Suppose this weight we are not achieving, it means mother is not giving or not nourishing properly. It means they are not having enough milk to nourish to achieve this weight. So there, our focus should be on mother, which should they should give enough milk to nourish their offspring and to achieve this weight. So this weight we need not to fight. Only we have to focus on mother. Here we have to focus to achieve this weight. And when our target is this, then here you see high input, moderate input, marketing at 1 year. So these are your objective. If you are interested to achieve 40 to 45 kg in 1 year of age, that is for Eid purpose or so, or this much kg at 9 months of age, this much kg at 6 months of age, you have to feed it. So input needs to be high. Here with moderate input, we can go up to we can achieve this. With when we are targeting marketing, we can go accordingly. Then low input. So all system of rearing has some advantage. It is not that we should go intensive or we should go semi-intensive, we should go extensive. It is not. So every system has some advantage. So based on that, we should focus on these objectives. So this is just a thumb rule. I just wanted to tell you that if birth weight is say 3 kg, your target should be to get winning weight 5 times, 5x. And if you are going for finishing weight at 6 months, then it should be 10x. So a 3 kg body weight animal, we can achieve 30 kg in 6 months time. And as I told, if you sell them at 12 kg, how much we are losing here? So our focus is like that. Then breedable age and weight, it is the same 10x, but here it is not 6 months, it is 1 year. And 8x is for female. Then feeding of pre-weaning stock, here just giving an example, as I told. Here this is 30 kg. So developing feeder kits or lambs, this is one area of approach. Our focus is giving chicks, or here giving feeder kits and lambs. Somebody will talk. So after weaning, you will sell the lambs, and somebody will be there who will go for 3 to 6 months rearing for attending finishing weight, or somebody will take those good lambs having good weaning weight for breeding purpose. So this is this is developing feeder kid lambs, market driven feeder lamb or kid production, feeding of male female lambs for early sexual maturity, feeding of breeding stock, feeding during gestation and lactation, then economizing feeding protocol. This is definitely always you have to focus on economizing the issues. This is another sheep which actually I was telling. This is we are calling it as Dumba sheep. This is the origin is actually Mediterranean region, but in India these animals are also available in some pockets. And at CSWA also, if you visit CSWA, you will able to see this type of animals they are being kept, and you see the body weights. They are achieving 120 kg. So when you are achieving 40 kg, this animal is attaining 3 times the weights. So this is the maximization strategy where you will go for maximizing. Then about dairy, actually in India we are not focusing on dairy potential of sheep, but there is every scope. These are some of the breeds which we analyzed at CSWA Abhiganagar. You see the milk production potential. So if a sheep can give 70 to 80 kg milk in 3 months time, what is wrong in that? So 70 to 80 kg, and they are giving 6% fat. So in market price, 35 rupees into 70 kg. So that comes around, it will give also some good revenue, nearly 2000 rupees in 3 months time. So that way, the sheep can be seen as a triple purpose animal also. Then all about meat, I need not to detail you, but you must not be aware of about non-bovine milk, or particularly the milk from small ruminants, sheep and goat. Why I am focusing this? Because meat, we are, yes, that market is there, but for non-bovine milk there is no market. So the market needs to be based on its therapeutic potential of sheep and goat milk. In dengue, the goat milk price reaches up to even 1000. So why not we rear them for harvesting those milk, making powder of that, and also think of the non-bovine milk marketing in India. And these are, you see how much rich they are. They are rich in all these components: protein, fat, lactose, then in your insoluble whey protein, caseins, and beta casein, kappa casein, and these are all A1 milk, your whether A1 milk or A2 milk. In that basis also you can market. Then milk provides 18 to 22 essential nutrients. These are the nutrients they used to provide. So based on this non-bovine milk, we can market them. This is some of the slides, just I will pass on. You see, it has property, antibacterial properties, antifungal, antiparasitic properties, antiviral, anti-cancer properties, antioxidative properties, immunoregulatory, anti-inflammatory properties. This is actually helping in dengue patients. Then lactoferrin, iron binding glycoprotein. This also helps in the persons who are suffering from, say, debilitating diseases like TB, typhoid, like, etc., where the body is getting thinner, they are weaker. So these can be a source of iron as well as nutrients. Then you see the pharmacological functions of the peptides. The casein is there, that is the protein, but when you will go for hydrolysis of proteins, then you will get peptides, and that hydrolysis is having different procedures. We can go for acid hydrolysis, we can go for fermentation hydrolysis. Dahi you are making, there the casein is hydrolyzed. So the bioactive peptides are released, and they are having these properties: anti-hypertensive, antioxidative, anti-thrombotic, hypocholesteremic, opioids, mineral binding, anti-appetizing, antimicrobial, immunomodulatory, cytomodulatory. So it all supports these systems. Here, the musculoskeletal system is not mentioned, but it is also giving calcium and phosphorus. So musculoskeletal system is also getting benefited from this milk. So these are pharmacological effects of the component lactulose. This is a, you can say, a prebiotic, lactulose, polysugars. Then these are some of the reported clinical health benefits from this non-bovine milk. It gives good sleep, it reduces blood pressure and stress. So all these properties of non-bovine milk can be harvested. You see how many products you can make, and it also supports the gastrointestinal health. So I just put before you the scope of the sheep milk as well as the goat milk, so that we can focus on the milk nutraceutical properties which which can be marketed with higher price, not based on fat percentage, rather based on its nutraceutical properties. So the non-bovine milk, particularly the milk from sheep and goats, can be a nutraceutical adjuvant to uh, then this is nutrition of goat milk. Then success story of there is cheese business is growing in India, and sheep milk cheese, goat milk cheese. It is in the world. It has a very good market. So there is you can see a Korai cheese Harisankar. He in Kodaikanal region. He is 15 crores cow cheese business, and he is now moving towards the goat cheese market. So the cheese market in India is now growing, and you see the Vistara Goat Dairy Company in Kuntur, Karnataka is selling goat milk and also launched goat milk cheese, chocolate yogurt. So the market is coming. We have to think of harvesting milk from these animal species and take the benefit in all these activities, all these health elements, not activity, health elements. And these are some of the products we can prepare. Then the entrepreneurial aspects of sheep and goat milk trade that is there. I already gave you some of the examples. Here also we can think of how you can go for marketing. Even you can approach Amazon, which will help in. And you must be knowing Amul is selling its milk through Amazon. Then inflow of commerce and expansion. Here, inflow of commerce into small and industry will open up establishing of small to large scale shipping goat units. When commerce will come from the concept of whole farm, means whatever the output I showed you in my first slides, all those outputs gives you commerce. So commerce, when you will add it, so it will make the whole farm model. So from the whole farm, the maximum return we will get, that will actually progress the farm into a smaller farm to a bigger farm unit or entrepreneur model. So the whole farm nutritional model is one of the another concept, because nutrition contributes to 2/3 of the cost. So in that regards, our focus should be more sheep per sheep, more goats per goats, not more goats only. It means we should not try to increase the population. Suppose now it is 74 million sheep and 149 million of goats. So let that population stay there. Only thing is we need to harvest maximum from the existing population, so that it will not add pressure on the available resources. And this is another, we can go for a mixed crop livestock production system, where sheep and goat both can be reared. To means these are the constraints. These constraints can be get rid of. So there are numerous achievable possibilities which can attract the educated and unemployed youth for small to large entrepreneurship, maintaining a dynamic population. This is why dynamic. Suppose you just visualize a broiler poultry farm. Our focus is to sell out all the broilers during 6 to 8 weeks of age. Otherwise, if you are keeping beyond that, then they will eat more, give less. So in that model also, our this broiler, sheep and goat fits. So here we should focus that yes, the ratio of FCR should be 1:4. So if you are spending say 15 kg feed, so you are spending only 60 rupees, but a live animal is costing 300 rupees. So there the possibility of input output ratio is definitely 1:3. It is it is a achievable possibility. If it means if you are spending 1 rupee, you will definitely get 3 rupees. But this is the one which the we can say we need to go for a cooperative type of system to get rid of the disadvantage of the existing marketing system of sheep and goat. Here you see the when goat farmer is directly with goat producers or cooperatives, he is getting the maximum profit 85%. In all other cases, he is getting less and less because in between the trader, the butcher, the commission agent, the others who is having money, they are actually taking out the benefit of the goat farmer. So, channel 5 seems to be which actually the cooperative model, you can say. And this cooperative model is now becoming successful in states like Telangana, Andhra, Karnataka, where they are having various cooperatives and government is giving maximum emphasis in this also. So sheep goat producer company, cooperative society. So this should be like this, where they can have a, they can supply to abattoirs or they can have an abattoir also, because when it is a society and society suppose having 100 members in that who are sheep or goat farmers, then they will provide a fixed numbers of or target number of sheep and goats for slaughterhouse. So then this can be they can be marketed live or they can marketed on basis of carcass, and they can also this society can take care of the health cover, feed supply. You can have a feed bank. So I will give you another model if it is then similarly they can also give credit and insurance, training and skill. So this is an essentiality, particularly when we are targeting this small animal species, particularly sheep and goat. So again, this is the same which I explained earlier. This is all about today's talk. I think I completed in time 11, and hope you all must be. So this is all about today's talk. Any question?
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Actually, we are not going to take the question answer session today
Okay, no
because
problem.
our inaugural session will start soon. So I request all participants, please leave from here and join from the other link. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.